Real Housewives of Potomac star Karen Huger has been charged with DUI and DWI. Not only that, we have to talk about Monica telling Ray J to keep her name out of his mouth when it comes to a Brandy and Monica tour. But there's more to the story. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So we were just talking and celebrating Karen Huger and her look at the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 8 reunion, only to find out the news yesterday that she was in a terrible crash in her 2017 Maserati. At the time, we did not know the details of what happened. Well, now TMZ is reporting that Karen, although at the time was facing multiple citations, well, one of those citations include a DWI. So let's give you an update in regards to this. And this is pretty serious because we have to talk about Karen's statement to TMZ, because we always talk about accountability here. We talk about taking ownership, and we would have hoped that Karen would have taken more ownership in her statement. But first, TMZ writes this: Karen has been charged with driving under the influence and hit with several other traffic violations in connection with her car crash on Tuesday night. They said, according to online court documents, the Real Housewives of Potomac star is facing one count of DUI over Tuesday night's wreck, which notes she has to make a mandatory court appearance to answer for it. She's facing an additional DWI charge as well in regards to this crash. They said there are several other alleged infractions she's been dinged with, too, per the docket, that touch on everything from negligent and reckless driving to driving way over the speed limit and driving with a suspended registration. Not suspended registration. Karen. The 6 traffic violations she was cited with don't require court appearances and have fines attached ranging from $50 to $510. So TMZ broke the story yesterday evening that Huger was driving her 2017 Maserati late Tuesday night in Potomac in what police described as an aggressive manner. They said cops told us that Karen struck a median and crosswalk sign at an intersection before continuing on and colliding with a parking sign off the roadway. The car itself was badly damaged, but Karen told TMZ that she was doing fine after the accident, because initially when this was reported, there was no report on anyone being in the car with Karen or if she was okay or injured. She chalked it up to driving while in a super emotional state. So this is what she's saying. She's saying that she was super emotional. According to Huger, Huger said that she went to dinner with a friend where she said the two talked about some pretty emotional topics, including Karen Huger's deceased mother, saying it left her bawling while trying to drive home, and she says she swerved to avoid a car coming directly at her. Huger did note that she received citations, one of which she says was not related to the incident, but made no mention of being intoxicated or arrested in her statement to TMZ. Cops didn't tell us she'd been arrested either. I don't know how it works in the state of Maryland. I know every single state, it's a little bit differently. So for those of you that are in Maryland, you let us know what are the rules for something like this. Cops didn't tell TMZ if she had been arrested either, and there's no record of her being even booked in their jail. So Montgomery County PD says the reasons charges were mentioned earlier Wednesday is because all that was available at the time was a preliminary collision report, and that a police report would have further info. We haven't obtained the police report just yet, but clearly cops felt something criminal had happened here. Evidence in the court update. Okay. So this is part of the reason why when this was initially reported, people did not assume DUI or anything related like that. But now we know that she has been charged with a DUI. The same energy that we gave Shannon Bedore and any other person that has driven under the influence. And driving under the influence isn't just drinking. It's so many other things. And Karen, your statement about being super emotional, all that can be real. We get it. Very sensitive topics. You may have been emotional. Maybe you have been drinking as well. All of that being said, you shouldn't drive. In this age of where we have so many ride-sharing options, always take that as an option, because we could be talking about a very different story here. You could have been hurt or killed. You could have hurt or killed someone else. Like these situations, I wish you would have taken a lot more accountability in your statement, or don't release a statement until you're able to make the proper statement. Saying that you were super emotional and that's part of the reason why you got into this car crash, it wouldn't be a good excuse, especially if somebody was hurt. We're going to continue to follow the story because, as TMZ reported, there were more details that have not been released yet in regards to this police report. So if there are more pressing details, we will be following up in another video. Speaking of other things that we need to talk about, Ray J. So Ray J on social media, and if you watched our Tuesday Takeover, it was just a few weeks ago that we said Brandy and Monica are missing out on a bag when it comes to doing a Brandy and Monica tour. As you know, Brandy and Monica have a huge hit in the boys' mind. They reunited a few years ago to do a new single, and they did a lot of collaborations and performances and things like that. Okay. They also did the Verses, which sparked a lot of people's interest in them doing some sort of tour. Okay. Well, Ray J recently spoke about it on social, says Brandy and Monica tour coming soon. Okay, saying something like that, it's one thing if I say it. Y'all know I don't have any sort of weight in saying something like that. I'm always just saying it needs to happen. But what I didn't realize, he was on The Breakfast Club this week and talked about it. But DJ Envy, shady with this question, so who would be the opener? So I think this is part of the reason why Monica decided to speak on it. But before we read what Monica says, because I know a lot of people are saying, well, Monica, it wasn't that deep. Until you see the video, now I understand why Monica's even responding to this.
Both of them, I think they can bring in
Who opens up that show, though?
Huh?
Who opens that show?
I mean, of course, Monica would have to open it, right?
Yeah. Have to open it?
See?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, because they would be co-headlining.
Something different. Maybe you could do like a
song for song.
Somebody
that's like
has
Verses
to come
again.
out first.
Yeah, but that's not a
RSVP.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was
No.
no.
No chance.
Yeah, no. Look, Brandy ain't having that either. She
Yeah,
but the Brandy Monica tour, or the Monica Brandy tour, whichever one. My title is Brandy Monica tour.
Yeah.
But I think that.
Yeah, well, she would have to open. You know
Right?
what I mean?
And tell them why.
Co-headlining.
But tell them why.
And they can't do song for song because that'll be a replica of the Verses again. But no.
It'll break up their
Yeah,
set.
yeah.
Okay, first of all, this conversation about who should be the opener. Look, we've had people of their caliber go on tour, co-headline a tour, and they figure it out. They switch it up. Sometimes they do song for song. Sometimes they'll do like one city, Monica will open up. One city, Brandy will open up. This conversation about it, first of all, there has been tension between these two, or at least rumors of tension between these two for years. And the Brandy and Monica fans have always gone against each other. I always say, why can't you be fans of both? I'm fans of both. Of course, we've interviewed Brandy multiple times. Doesn't mean that I haven't loved Monica's music over the years, too. I think Monica's very talented as well. And as Monica says in her statement, they both owned a generation. So let's read to you what Monica says in her Instagram story, because she also posted this video. But it's important what she says in the Instagram story, because a lot of people were like, Monica, it wasn't that deep. But if you watch that video and then you read what she says, you're like, oh, I get what she's talking about. It should also be noted that Monica was recently attached to the, Friends and Lovers festival show, and she wasn't officially booked. You remember that? She was on the red carpet and she was asked about it, and she's like, well, they haven't reached out to me. I haven't been officially booked. Who over there is doing the bookings for Lovers and Friends? We have another artist, Monica, saying that Nate never really officially booked her. I believe this is the third artist to come out and say that I haven't been officially booked for this festival that's coming up. Mary J. Blige said it. I believe Juvenile also said it.
And then also performing at Lovers and Friends. I am so excited to be at the festival this year. How exciting is that?
Well, I'm looking forward to the festival. I'm thinking that maybe someone will call me and actually booked me the correct way.
Oh, Lord.
I don't have any beef with them. We did great business before, so if you give me a call, we can work it out.
Lovers and friends, can y'all call Monica, please? Thank you.
Hey, you put me on the flyer, so I'm not saying this is not me plugging me. It just seems like maybe someone wants me there, so give me a call.
All right, we're going to make that happen.
So, as I mentioned before, Mary J. Blige similarly came out and said that she was not officially booked, that she actually had a conflict because of something else that she was planning. However, now, I guess because they've done the business, Mary J. Blige will be a part of the Lovers and Friends Festival. Y'all need to do better over there. This is why people don't want to do business with us. Come on. This actually looks like a really amazing festival with a lot of amazing artists. But I hope everyone has been contacted and officially booked. Someone on social media says it feels like the Friends and Lovers flyer was more like an invitation and not an announcement. So Monica says in her Instagram story, I've been repeatedly contacted about interviews, etc., where my name and tour possibilities are being discussed. I've not received any contracts or calls about said tour. She ats Ray J and says, I'm kindly asking you to stop speaking on me in public. A private conversation would be both necessary and respectful. Brandy is a legend. She's one of one with an extensive catalog that I deeply respect and a voice sent from heaven. The conversation being had without she and I is beginning to muddy the waters severely. She and I are both consummate professionals that share a massive recording as well as an entire era. Please allow this to remain positive and beautiful. Neither should open. We should give someone else that opportunity and co-headline a massive shared stage if this is to ever happen. Any further convos should be private. Monica's about her business. And at first I was sort of like, because I thought she was basing this off of, Ray J talking about it in the comments or something like that. No, he went on a major platform and then discussed who should open, blah, blah, blah. I agree with Monica. They should have someone up and coming open for them. At the end of the day, this would be a co-headline tour. It should happen. I hope that this conversation, us doing a report on this, people talking about it on social media, will create this conversation and an actual fruition of a Brandy and Monica tour. And I'm calling it a Brandy and Monica tour because I'm going in alphabetical order. Calm down, fandom. Calm down. So Monica wasn't done, though. Monica in the comments section says this. She says, I get it. I will forever be the, quote, bad guy in this situation, and no one will ever pay attention or read or listen to understand. I have no issues with anyone, but it's not real unless there's a deal. Facts. There's no 100 million. She says no contract, media outlets calling for comments about an imaginary tour, and this unfairly spikes the excitement of our supporters. And the insinuation that the holdup of said imaginary deal taking place is me. The Breakfast Club interview is the first I've acknowledged of the antics. We both deserve the respect of real business being done. I agree with her. Because I think people react to thinking, oh, it's just internet fodder. Well, no, it becomes serious because her fans will say, is this Monica and Brandy tour happening? Blah, blah, blah. The fans do get excited, especially about Brandy and Monica together, which is why I said they do need to do a tour together, because I think the fans would love to see it. I think it would not just be something great for the fans and for an era, but it'd be great for them if we're talking business. But I will also add this, that the last time that these two collaborated on their last project, the song didn't do well, but who cares? Look, who cares? However, there were reported tensions between the two while working together during that time. Do I think Brandy and Monica hate each other? No. Do I think that they're friends? I don't believe that either. However, at the end of the day, you don't need to be friends to do business. Actually, it's probably better that you not be friends to do business. And I want to see this happen. I do want to see $100 million made from this tour. I want to see both of them return to the heights of their career because they deserve it. And I don't want to see Monica on a Nicki Minaj tour because, to me, that doesn't make any sense.
Speak on it.
But good for Monica because that's opening her up to a whole new audience. Anyways, guys, as always, I want to know your thoughts on the Karen Huger situation and also the possibility of a Brandy and Monica world tour. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse.